Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about Tamiya kit. So this model comes in 1/24 scale, and we have here Lotus Super 7 Series 2, so it's quite a famous sports car, if we can say so. And we have a, let's say, final shape of this kit. So as you can see, it's a re-edition with some PE parts included, and of course you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review, because this kit was actually purchased with your help, with your donations, and now we have a chance to review it together and see what is supplied in this nice small box. But this car for me is quite an interesting subject, because it's not that, I would say, often you meet it on the roads, and that's why it's interesting to replicate it at least in a scale, and now we have a perfect chance to do so. And you can see that the packaging is really small for a 1/24 scale kit, especially compared with recent releases from Tamiya. Well, this one, as you can see here, is really tiny, but we have nice box art. We also have a small note about the PE parts being included, and this is really handy feature because, as you can see, there are a lot of meshes on this car. And then on the side here you'll find one of the markings, but obviously you're not limited by the green or red. You can choose something different, and here we have also a small picture of the PE thread. So this is a top opening box, and by the way, the set number is 357. In case you will be searching, it's also in the video number. And here's what we have inside. So there are not that many components, but we will be checking them all together and also trying to find out why this kit might be an interesting build. So first, I'm opening the first plastic bag. Here we have traditional, let's say, Tamiya closing system with paper clips. So that's why I will need a bit of time, because I will be using the debonder and it requires some skill, let's say. So I was just checking the parts, and now we can take a look together. Here you can see that we have a windscreen. We also have two frames for the driver and passenger seat. We also have the lenses for the headlamps and taillights. Everything looks really good. We even have this mesh on the lenses of the headlamps, which is really good because it will provide a bit more realistic appearance on your car. And the only thing which I'm wondering about is whether we have the masks included here, or you'll have to cut them with your own hands and tools. Obviously this will be a bit more tedious procedure, and you have to be careful because we have framing pre-molded on these parts. Next, we continue with the separate plastic bag, which is sealed, and inside we actually have more parts for this set, which are closed with a paper clip, obviously. So really weird packaging style, and I wonder why Tamiya is so profound on using the paper clips while other brands are using the resealable plastic bags. So we have 5 vinyl tires here. I will show you only one because they are absolutely identical, and as you can guess, there are 5 of them because one will be used for the spare wheel. But as you can see, it's a typical vinyl tire. I would recommend to sand it a bit in order to get the realistic appearance, but still we do not get any details on the tire walls, which is quite a shame for this scale, because all these features will be noticeable on the finished vehicle. But what is nice is that we get this metal nuts, and as you can see, they look really decent. I think this will be the center hubs for the wheels, but we will check it in the assembly manual when we will be looking through the pages. Now I'm opening another plastic bag. This one is occupied with chrome parts as far as you can see, and you might have noticed on the box art that there are plenty of chrome parts, including the headlamp lenses. So here you can see them, and also we have the wheel caps. So all of these chrome parts look really good, and it's just a matter of let's say applying some dark wash maybe, because I think with the dark wash you will be able to achieve a bit more realistic appearance. Okay, so next we continue with another closed plastic bag, which carries white plastic parts. And car modelers will be happy to hear this, because white color means that it will be easier to paint these parts into the necessary color. And this is important not only for the body parts, but also for the internal elements, in my opinion, because not all modelers prefer to have them in the gray plastic, as Tamiya tries to do so in modern releases still. So here we continue with the smaller frame. Maybe I'll zoom in a bit. So here we have some suspension parts. We also have the roof, as far as you can see. Also, we get this wheel axle. As you can see, it is molded together with the drum brakes. We have a radiator grille, we have a gearbox lower section, and we have also these headlamp cases. As you can see, they're molded together with the supports. So this will provide you the right alignment out of the box, and this is quite important feature because you will save some time. Note that the brake calipers are molded together with rotors, so you will have to be careful while painting this. But this is not all. There is also a second plastic sprue, and well, all these parts actually hint on the age of this kit. This is definitely not a new tooled kit, so you can see it on these parts. There are not that many features in comparison with modern kits from Tamiya, but still it's nice that, for example, this frontal section is molded as a single piece part. It means you won't have any ugly seams and gaps in this area. We also have a steering wheel here, obviously the wheel rims. We have also the exhaust, and exhaust, by the way, is molded together with the silencer, which is also quite cool, and it's not separated into two halves. It is a solid part, and it's ready to be used out of the box. And here, if you flip it over, you can see that some parts have the necessary guiding elements, and the exhaust stands are hollow, so you don't have to drill anything out. They're ready to be used straight out of the box again. Maybe what I would recommend to do is to fill in these wheel fenders, because they have some push marks. And well, in 1/24 scale, this is something I would rather avoid and maybe try to fix. So next, I'm tearing apart another sealed plastic bag. In a weird Tamiya tradition, we have, let's say, mix of sealed and also stapled plastic bags. And here is another type closed with sticky tape. So I'm opening the PE fret. This one comes in a silver color, but here the most important thing is that we get the meshes. We also get some parts for the brake drums or brake rotors. So maybe I'll open the lenses so that you can see what I'm talking about here. And as you can see, all parts are quite, I would say, thin. They should add the finesse to this vehicle, because as I said, the plastic itself is not completely new, so you need to have some, let's say, upgrades, and here you get them in form of PE parts. And next we continue with two decals sheets. So first one is dedicated to, I would say, generic symbols. As you can see here, we have the full number registry. We also have some decals for the instrument dials, and everything looks quite nice. We have only one type of the license plates, but I guess on the second one we get the seat belts. So as you can see, they're provided in several colors, and it means that some of those will stay in your spare parts and you can use them for some future projects, which is also quite handy thing. Next, we will need to zoom out, because as you can guess, we will be talking about brochures which are included here. So first one is a tech tips. That's a traditional thing for Tamiya, so nothing special. And then we continue with assembly manual. So this one is printed in black and white, and I think we should zoom out a bit. Yeah, so on the first page you will find a short history note. Then we continue with recommended tools. Also here we have some assembly or marking options advised, and then assembly process starts. So we start assembling the chassis, and as you can see here, we will be working on the front suspension straight away. Also on the steering components. Next we continue with the steering components installation onto the chassis. Then we assemble the rear section, we assemble the engine, and engine should be quite detailed, to be honest. So here you might also think about adding some wiring for some fine features. We also add the subframe for the lower part of this vehicle, work on the dashboard. Here we continue with the pedals and also seats and brakes as well. And then we attach all of this stuff in the vehicle. So quite an interesting assembly sequence. And by the way, there you are using the seat belts, which you saw a few seconds ago. Then we continue with the radiator. We start building the wheels, the nose cone, and then the headlamps, the windscreen, the roof goes in place. And here we have the folded roof cover, and then this separate windscreen. So I guess that's for the second version of the vehicle. As you can see, we also have this safety frame, so you get a choice between two types of the windscreen. As you can see here, the single piece or the two piece. Both are quite interesting in their appearance, so it's your choice which one you will pick. And here in the last pages, you also have some tips on how to apply decals or paint your model. So this kit should be already available. You can get it in any good model shop. Once again, I would like to say thank you for your donations which made this review possible. And of course, if you have something to say about this model, write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.